everybody. Happy Wednesday. So happy that you could join me here. If you are new, welcome. Hold up your coffee mug. We are having our coffee meeting, Coffee with Kim. That would be me. This is a weekly meeting every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, where we talk to successful CEOs, amazing executives, just all around interesting humans to learn how they present themselves, how they talk about what they do, and really their secrets to success so that we can copy their homework and learn from them and do what they do to become successful in the first place. Usually I have a guest, but full confession, it's just you and me today. We're getting a little one-on-one action. And I was really nervous about today because I'm just going to confess that doing this together live has been fun and scary and awesome. And, I love getting to join Kelly and Keith and just everybody who's in here every single week because we have such a good crew. And I've realized that these meetings are not just me. They're me and you. We are having these meetings, us, and then we're inviting a third wheel in, whoever the guest is that week. So it's all of us. And I've just sort of been shaping these with what I think and sort of the reactions and the DMs and the emails and the things that I'm getting from you. But really, these are just guesses and sort of observing reactions, which any science class will tell you is probably not the best way to do things. You start with a hypothesis and then you test and then you come up with a result. So I'm going to do something that I'm horribly uncomfortable with, and maybe you're uncomfortable with it too, which is asking for help. Oh, I hate asking for help. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm sweating just asking for help because it's just uncomfortable. And I want to feel like I have all the answers. And then I want to feel like I know what I'm doing. And the truth of the matter is sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. And so I'm asking for help because I want you to help me shape our time together. So in order to do that and stay somewhat organized, I came up with a really super simple, I promise it takes like 5 minutes, way for you to help, which is to basically give me your opinion. And I just dropped it in the comments. Honestly, I timed myself. It took all of 4 minutes to do this. And it's just going to help me figure out how to make this useful, not only for me, but for you in terms of who to bring on, what you're thinking about, what keeps you up at night, all the things that keep me up at night. And so I would just so appreciate it if you could take a couple minutes, maybe 3, maybe 4. Oh, it's anonymous. So if you really want to spill the tea and tell me the brutal, honest truth, I'm here for it. It's anonymous. So you can be as nasty as you want. Hopefully you're not going to be just too harsh on me. I'm new at this, but and Daniel, thank you. I love hearing that you are also wanting to hear about cool new things. And Kelly, thank you for the words of wisdom that we all need help. So it's anonymous. So I was hoping that would help just to kind of, you won't hurt my feelings. You could be brutally honest. We all need, I think that's a thing actually called like 360 feedback. I don't know. It's been a while since I worked in corporate, but I remember 360 feedback as like you gave your boss feedback, your boss gave you feedback, everybody's giving everybody feedback. So I don't have a name for it, but that's what we're going to do here. And another thing that I've also, we've been so lucky. We've had amazing guests, and we've had, I think, 8 guests so far. We've had a venture capitalist, an etiquette expert, a fitness founder, editor-in-chief. It's only going to get better from here, guys. We're already freaking killing it. We're getting such good people. And so I want to know who you want to see. I know I have my dream person. Sarah, you just took my dream person. I literally was like, if Sarah Blakely ever joined us for coffee, I can't say the word, but I would poop myself. You know what I mean? Because that would just be amazing. So if there is somebody that you really want to see on the show, please, 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 please let me know. I also made a form for that. Can you see that I've been trying to get organized, guys? I don't know if it's just me, but I'm trying my best here. So I just dropped a link in that for that too. But if there's somebody that you know is amazing, and I just want to give you an example. So a few weeks ago, I spoke to an amazing school. It's called the Greenville International School down in Mexico. And their teacher, Armando Sanchez, who is freaking amazing. I spoke to his class, and then he emailed me a couple weeks later, and I'm going to read you the email because I think it's important. He joins us. I don't know if he's here today, but he usually joins us. And he wrote to me and said, as a sport fan, is it okay if I suggest more sport-related people for our coffee meetings? Maybe coaches, players, or agents, or maybe unknown heroes like the chief of police or head of a fire station, doctors, nurses, Marines, teachers, etc., that are also highly productive and no one is giving them time to share their experience. And I heard him and I was like, Armando, yes. And so I went into my little Rolodex, and now in 2 weeks, Luke Reisman of PGA America, golf, for any golf fans, is coming on in 2 weeks. He does all of their brand sponsorships. And so there we go. Armando said, email sports. Okay, went out, got sports. So that's how we're doing it. And it is funny, Anne-Marie, before we jumped on here, I did see your message about somebody. So you and I, we're right here. We're two great minds thinking alike. So I love this other Sarah, Blue Land. Is that the spray cleaning company? Because I think I just ordered that based off an Instagram ad. Yes, those work on me. I do order things off Instagram. So that's just an example of somebody tells me something, puts something in my ear, boom, I try to go and get it. Fun fact, and I know some people are going to be like, but golf isn't a real sport. We can have that debate separately. But anyways, I did try to get a friend of mine from the Miami Dolphins, but he can't do it until September. So we will have somebody from football and the NFL, but it won't be for a hot second. So just putting that out there. In the meantime, we have Luke, golf. Golf is back, by the way, also, if you didn't know. So we're going to have somebody from PGA of America joining us. But again, that was just an example of Armando being like, you should have this person, and then me going out. So basically, that's just saying, I need your help. I know, I asked for help, not once, but twice. 2 bouts of asking for help. You can see why I'm talking about a minute, because I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous to ask for help. But I feel like you're just going to give me such good advice, and you're just going to give me such guidance, and you're so smart. And thank you in advance for taking a few times. Oh, Keith, if Elon Musk comes on this show, I will, I don't know, show up with underwear on my head or something, do something outrageous, because that would just be bananas in the best way possible. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas, and it could be people that you know. So if you know somebody you went to high school with, or somebody at your current job or whatever, tell me. You have a great network too. It's not just me with a network. You have a network. So let me know who you think would be amazing and provide a ton of value and, a ton of learning for us to copy their homework and then do what they do. Vince, if we could get David Beckham on this show, you'll be the first one to know about it. And I will be the first one on the floor, because I will have fainted, because it's David Beckham. And I know he's been married for 20 years, but ladies, am I right? David Beckham, please. So if you guys could help me out, that would be amazing. And if you have any suggestions, oh God, yeah. Kelly with the Lin-Manuel, another one. So again, anything you've got, I am here for it. Thank you in advance for all of these amazing suggestions, because we need them. We're doing this together. I don't know. Also, you know me, I'm such a huge fan of marketing. I'm such a huge fan of smart, clever ideas on the cheap. I love like the look for less and like doing less with more. I love that scrappy MacGyver attitude, which I know we all have in our jobs and lives all the time. And I have to tell you about the most MacGyverist thing. And if you don't know who MacGyver is, just Google TV show MacGyver. You're welcome. Great show. Anyways, doing more with less, it's sort of my thing. And I don't know if you guys saw my post from yesterday. I will drop this link in as well, but it is from the Pittsburgh Pirates. So genius. The most genius marketing move. I broke it down yesterday on my post, but I have to keep talking about it because it's so good. I feel like what happened, I don't know if you experience this too, if you work in any sort of marketing or sales role, or if you have kids. Here's a great example. You ever have kids or kids in your life, nieces or nephews, and you get them a toy, right? And the toy comes in this big box. Maybe it's like a Barbie's Playhouse or a Hot Wheels mini car or whatever. And you're so ready for them to open it. And you're like, yeah, they're going to love this Barbie thing that we got them. And the kids open the box and they take everything out of the box. And you're like, yes, I am killing it. I'm the best parent. I'm the best, aunt or uncle. Like, I am amazing. And then the kid plays with the cardboard box. Yeah, the kid plays with the cardboard box. Not the thing you just spent all the money on. Not the toy that was in the box, but the cardboard box. Or even better, those little poppy things, bubble wrap, those bubble things that come in the boxes, they play with that. And you're over there like, okay, well, I'm just going to go outside now and scream because you're not playing with the toy. You're playing with the box and the bubble poppers. That's happened to all of us. And if not, get around a kid ages like 6 and under, you will see this. And I thought that this marketing move was like the exact example of that. I can imagine the Pittsburgh Pirates sitting in a meeting and people being like, the fans can't make it into the stadium. We should have an AR virtual reality experience that puts them in the seat, that, gets them in the seat. And then someone in the back was like, let's just send them a baseball. Literally, someone in the meeting was like, I don't know, guys, we should just, if they're season ticket holders and the ball falls in their seat, we should just send it to them as if they were in the seats. Genius. The ball falls in your seat. You're not there because we're all social distancing. And they send you the ball as if you were in the seat. And you're like, yes. And that whole idea probably cost, I don't know, what does baseball cost? $10? What does shipping cost? I don't know, $5, $6, $7, $8. And the letter, maybe $1 to print a piece of paper. I don't know. Whole thing probably is under 20, $25, call it. Instant happiness. Instant happiness with the fan. They put it on social media. Everybody starts picking it up. ESPN starts picking it up. Vox starts picking it up. SB Nation starts picking it up. You got people like me talking about it. I'm not even a Pittsburgh Pirate fan. I didn't even know they were a team, frankly. Now I'm talking about it. So it's like the cardboard box idea of sometimes, exactly, Jeff, like guerrilla marketing genius. I just want us all to remember, as we go in for meetings this week and the rest of the month and the rest of the quarter, sometimes it's the cardboard box. Sometimes the cardboard box is the idea. Sometimes just a baseball in a box is the idea. It's not about the coolest, gadgetiest, simple, smart, genius, more with less. Like that is really what is going to just put us on fire right now and is going to bring that smile, bring that happiness. I don't know what other good marketing you've seen in this pandemic. I've been loving that example. I also really loved, if anybody saw the Nike commercial where they were flashing between all of the various clips. Genius. And they already had the clips, so they didn't have to shoot a whole new commercial. So, oh my gosh, David, stop. A pink unicorn. I would drive to Columbus, Ohio, just to have a pink unicorn deliver me coffee. Boom. Like that's the type of thing of like, hey, let's put somebody in a unicorn outfit and see what happens. What do you think that unicorn outfit probably costs? I don't know, on Amazon, like $100 maybe. And now they're getting all these customers because of a unicorn. It's like, yes, David, such a great example. Again, I feel like it's the easy, simple things that people just, they forget or they want to make it cool. And I call some of those wild ideas like the AR and the virtual experience. And I call them conference room ideas. And I call them conference room ideas because they sound really great in a conference room. They sound like that cool, crazy gadget that you got the 5-year-old. And then when it actually gets out in the world, it just like the kid doesn't play with the toy, the fans don't play with the crazy AR experience. They play with the cardboard box, or like they're more delighted by the baseball that came in the mail. So feel free to use that phrase, conference room ideas. But again, I feel like sometimes it's just the easy marketing maneuvers that are the most impactful. And really the ones that we should keep repeating. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Same with my whole concept of like, let's copy people's homework. If it's already working, let's have it keep working. Why are we going to reinvent the wheel? Jen, I love that somebody comes to meetings in costume. Another amazing idea. Also just like fun for culture. I think that would be really great. Another thing I found this week that I was so excited to tell you about. I don't know how I stumbled onto this, and probably like you, there are some times on the internet where I go down a rabbit hole where I start looking for one thing and then like 5 clicks later, I'm on something very, very different from where I started. And like sometimes I have to check myself to be like, how did I get here again? Oh, right. I was originally looking for something totally different. That is how I found this. So don't ask me how I got here, but down the rabbit hole I went to end up here. I think I was looking up learning opportunities or something like that. But anyways, I don't know if you've heard of Masterclass. Masterclass is sort of like LinkedIn Learning, if you know about LinkedIn Learning. And it's a platform where you can pay to get lessons. I don't know how many hours they are. Maybe it's like an hour or multiple hours from essentially famous people. So it's like learn how to cook pasta with Emeril, the chef, or learn how to start a business with Sarah Blakely from Spanx, or learn how to do economics with this like famous economics professor. Anyways, Masterclass. I've never taken a Masterclass, so I can't really comment on it, but I have heard from friends that one of the downsides is it's expensive. Again, I don't know. I've never done it. I can't comment on it. Jen, I don't know if you've done Masterclass. Seems like you know about it or other people know about it. Anyways, I found this website that basically sort of is like a Cliff Notes version of everything you learn in the Masterclass. So it's kind of like somebody paid for the Masterclass, wrote all the notes from the Masterclass, and then put it on the internet for free. I don't know if this is allowed. I don't know why I'm whispering and leaning in as if we are going to get caught on the internet for this. I'm not sure. But I stumbled upon this website and it breaks down everything from Masterclass and you don't have to pay money for it. Again, I don't know if this is allowed, but I'm giving it to you. Do with it what you will. It's called masterwiki.how. Drop the link in. But yeah, I don't know if you want to like take the skills from Masterclass and, you know, distill them down. I also think it might be helpful to just like get the notes. And if the notes are helpful, actually pay for the class. Thank you, Daniel. $180 a year. Didn't know that. Now I do. So thank you for that. And Jen, Skillshare. That's another one that I forgot to name. So LinkedIn Learning, Skillshare, Masterclass. I think there's one that starts with Up. I could be making that up. I don't know. I thought there was another one. But anyways, check out the WikiHow. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. It's sort of free access to Masterclass. And Try it out. I'm thinking about it like an appetizer, just a little sampling. And if I like something, I will purchase the class, because I do believe in purchasing for learning and work. I am such an advocate of that. I probably spend, I don't know, but not kidding, I probably spend over $2,000 or $3,000 a year on learning. Now, not like, learning when I was in college. I mean, like right now, I am constantly purchasing classes, ebooks. Again, it's like the copying homework concept. Why am I going to figure it out, reinvent the wheel, when someone else has already done it and I can just learn from them and copy all their homework, and then I don't have to hit all those stumbling blocks. So again, I don't know if I'm the only one who's out there paying for learning, but I think it's so valuable, and I think it is so worth every single dollar or cent that I spend. It is infinitely worth it, because it not only buys me the learning, it buys me time. Buys me time from mistakes, and time, you cannot buy time. You can always make more money. You can always make more resources. You cannot make time, unless you're like Hermione in Harry Potter with the magic necklace. You cannot make yourself more time. So anything to save time, I'm like, sign me up. I'm all about saving time, because I can't get the time back. Like the one thing that I can't get. And Brent, that's such a good point. Like, buy the classes, like do the things, like get the learnings. That's the move. The move is, as Nicole says, like, do it. Like, save all the time you can, because that's the type of stuff that you're like, yes, that just saved me a lot of time. So, and speaking of saving time, my friend just told me about this app yesterday. So full disclosure, I'm signing up for it later today. I haven't signed up for it yet. Asterisk, haven't signed up for it yet. I have the free version of Grammarly. Maybe you already know about Grammarly. I'm obsessed with the free version. It helps me with spelling, with syntax, etc. And my friend Kendall yesterday was like, Kim, do you have Grammarly Pro? And I was like, well, I have Grammarly. Is that good? I've been loving Grammarly. Grammarly Pro is apparently another really great resource and really great way to help you write emails, just kind of help you structure things in a little bit more of an orderly fashion. So I don't know if you use Grammarly Pro. I'm signing up for it later today. And also, if there's any apps that you're really loving lately, tell me, because I literally set up time this afternoon to say to myself, get Grammarly Pro. So if there's something else that I should also get, let me know. And going back to paying for classes, I also pay for apps. I pay for apps, I pay for plugins like Grammarly Pro. A lot of times they have like 1 month free, or you can pay month by month. So I always say, why not try it? And if it makes my life better, great. The team makes my life better and I buy that. So why not buy an app that makes my life better? But again, if you've used Grammarly Pro, fill us in. Kendall, my friend, says it's amazing that she cuts and pastes her emails from there all the time. Again, Jen, great. You use Grammarly Pro. Do you think it's worth the money? That's my question. Because I have Grammarly for free. Anyone can get Grammarly. And if you haven't, get the free version. It's free. Can't hurt. Plug it in. Why not? But the Pro, you got to pay for. So that's like, you really got to be like, am I going to do this? So that's something that I'm doing later today. If there is an app that you are using, or a plugin like Grammarly Pro that you think that I should also get, spill the tea. I mean, choking because I'm so excited about it. Keith, over a year. Okay, so now Keith and Kendall both say it's amazing, and Jen's been using it. Using my rule of three. If 3 amazing people tell me it's amazing, chances are it's amazing. I have Spotify. I definitely pay for premium. So that, I'm right with you, Josh. I already got that. Cannot recommend it enough. Picture this. Ooh, Sarah, don't know about that. And I'm in Texas. hence the cup. So I've been doing a lot of nature walks and I usually have no idea what I'm looking at. So picture this. Interesting. Oh, DocSend. Heard about that, Jeff. Haven't used it. Oh, you know what I heard about that as well is that you can see when people open up the document and how long they spend in it, which is kind of sneaky because I've definitely been on conference calls, I'm sure you have as well, where people are like, oh yeah, I read that, da-da. And then they ask a question where you're like, I know you did not read that document, because if you read the document, the answer was already in the document. And the fact that you're asking the question means you haven't read the document. And then you could probably look in DocuSign and see that they spent exactly 0 time in the document. And then you're like, caught you in your lie. You were not actually reading the document. So DocuSign, might have to try that. And picture this. Thank you, Sarah. I'm definitely going to start using that for my hikes, because a lot of times I'll even think, oh, what a pretty tree, or oh, what a pretty flower. And I'll think, I would love to know what this is and tell people about it, but I have no idea. So thank you for that. And the fact that it's free is even better. Even better. Thank God. See, this is why I ask you questions, because you come back with all this amazingness and I'm like, oh, thank you. Oh, you can see, oh, Jeff, you can see who, how long, how many times that they've read it. This is the stalker stuff that we love. And by we, I mean me, but I think you love it too, right? We all love that sort of tidbit. And I would definitely look at that. Mixmax is another thing that I use, and I do that for email. So I can see when people have read my email, how they read my email, if they read it on their phone versus their desktop. I can tell if they've clicked on links. So Mixmax is another one. If you don't know about it, cannot recommend it enough. Totally worth paying for. If, like me, you want to know if people are actually reading your emails. So that's a good one. Josh, I love that your boss did that to you and that you kind of got caught. It's kind of funny. In like a good way. In like a good way. And Vince, I've never heard of Blinkist. I almost said Blinklist. That was wrong. Blinkist. Totally check that out as well. Sounds like you haven't checked it out either. So maybe we can both check it out. Have like a little regroup. Nick, Tiny Scanner, Tiny Fax. I'm thinking like a tiny fax machine. That cannot be right. But I'm curious to see like what that actually does. Maybe, I know you can scan documents on your phone with the iPhone. Snazzy. And I don't know what Hunter is. Please spill the beans. Like, what are these things? Because that would be super helpful for all of us to download. I have a lot of things to download clearly later this afternoon in addition to Grammarly Pro. I think we all do, is the answer there. I promise to keep this to 30 minutes. I try to keep my promises to you because I know your time is valuable. Going back to saving time, never want to steal time from you. I wanted to tell you that next week, really important, next week, we have an amazing guest. I was so excited that he agreed to come on. His name is Patrick Abram. You will probably recognize him from Shark Tank or from Dragon's Den if you don't live in the US, which is like the non-US version of Shark Tank. He's been on both shows. He has an amazing company. He's the founder and CEO. It's called brandyourself.com. Pretty self-explanatory, but brandyourself.com is all about your online reputation and how to navigate it. I freaking love Patrick. He's so smart. He's going to drop so much wisdom on us. If you're at all, or if you know people that are thinking about Googling themselves or trying to get a job, or maybe the stuff that they Google isn't so great, this is a must attend meeting, because Patrick is going to drop a lot of free knowledge on us and just talk to us more about all the work that Brand Yourself is doing, which is just super fun and cool. So I will drop a link with a calendar link so you can save it for next week, but it's going to be really great. And thank you for keeping me accountable with all my help on guests and how to shape these meetings, because I so appreciate it. And I'm running out of time. So thank you for all your wisdom and your good advice and all these tools. I'm going to download all of them. And really quick, who uses check? It's Mix Max. Oh, Mix Max, MIX, MAX. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you have an amazing rest of the week. I really appreciate all of your help. I'm trying to keep it to 30 minutes. Cheers, 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 my friends. I will see you next week.